Happy Friday. Just wanted to do a quick check-in with everybody. How are you doing? Wanted to address our kids today, right? So a couple weeks ago, at least a couple weeks ago, we had a conversation with our kids, still checking in, trying to see how they're doing with everything, how their days are going, because their days seem like they're long now. But so checking in. And we started talking about, the crisis. And Victor made a comment where he said, we have two boys, 17 and 14, Victor 17. And he said, Mom, how would you even begin to understand? You haven't lost anything. In their mind, they have lost everything, right? My kids are frustrated. Every day they hope they're going to get that letter that says, hey, AAU is back in session. You guys are going to be traveling again. You're going to be playing basketball again. So every day that goes by, they get just a little more down. But, they're still trying to keep their spirits up. But in his mind, I haven't lost anything. He's like, how would you? You wanted to work from home. You're working from home. Nothing's changed for you. You're still the same. You're happy, whatever. And I was thinking, well, wait a minute. Wow. So really, this is how he sees it. What about you guys? Like, have your kids said anything about the way they see your situation in this COVID versus their situation? But, I also had to tell him, I said, Victor, my sense of gratitude didn't start yesterday. It didn't start the day we had the conversation. I wanted to work from home, yes. But even when we were waiting for an opportunity to work from home, I was still grateful. I still made the practice of writing down 5 things that I'm grateful for every single day. So when it finally just happened, which who would have ever thought it would happen in the answer would come because of a crisis like this, I just had one more thing to be grateful for. Because that to me was like, wow, that's a blessing. That was a longing that had been a desire that had been in my heart, and it got answered through that. How could I not see that as a blessing in my particular situation? What about you? Were there things that you longed for that were in your heart for a while? Maybe you wanted things to slow down a little bit. Maybe there was just something that you thought, oh God, if I could only, and now that has come in this answer because of this crisis, but you haven't seen it yet? Could there be? But I want you to ask your kids, just because, of the way that Victor sees things. For me, nothing's changed for you, he said. So that is interesting. And then one other thing I was going to ask you is, what version of you can get through this crisis? Do you need to recreate yourself? Was the person you were how many weeks ago? Even 8 weeks ago? Is that the same person that can get through this crisis? Or is it going to take a stronger you? What version of you is going to get through this crisis? And if you need to recreate yourself, then you just need to recreate yourself. Because in fact, you don't want to be the same person. Because life as we know it it's changed, and it's going to change. It's going to keep changing. But be blessed, friends. Have an incredible weekend. I just wanted to share that, and I'm curious. So write me some notes. I want to know what your kids are thinking or what you're thinking too. Okay, take care.